I've tried everything. These three words echo through countless conversations about persistent pain. Maybe you have said them yourself. What if the key isn't finding the next treatment, but shifting our mindset from focusing on pain levels to improving our well being? Today, you'll meet three people who discovered this truth. Their stories reveal how our nervous system responds in profound ways when we shift from fighting pain to building comfort. And if you're thinking, but my pain is different, that's exactly why you need to hear these stories. Greetings. It's nice to see you again. And to those new here, you're very welcome. Today, I'm introducing you to Jessica, age 30, who lives with fibromyalgia, and she experiences widespread muscle pain, extreme fatigue, and what she calls fibrofog, moments when thinking feels like wading through thick fog. As a human resource specialist managing a team of 15 people, she initially struggled with the cognitive demands of her role, particularly during important meetings and employee reviews. The hardest part wasn't just the physical pain she shared, it was feeling like I couldn't trust my own body or mind. I'd be in the middle of a performance review, and suddenly my thoughts would scatter like leaves in the wind. Her early attempts at recovery focused on traditional pain management, tracking pain levels hourly, and constantly adjusting her medication schedule. I became almost obsessed with the numbers, she admitted. Every morning started with analyzing pain scores rather than focusing on what I could accomplish. Jessica began incorporating movements into her workday. I started with movements so small they seemed almost trivial, she shared. During calls, I practiced rolling one shoulder back slowly or gently stretching each finger while holding my phone. In team meetings, I do tiny ankle circles under my desk or softly press my feet into the ground while breathing deeply. These subtle movements became her anchor points throughout the day. Instead of waiting until pain demanded attention, I began preemptively creating little pockets of comfort, she explained. When brain fog set in, even the smallest movement, like consciously relaxing my jaw or taking short breaks to do tiny wrist rotations while typing on the computer, helped me stay present without overwhelming my system. This discovery that small changes could lead to significant shifts in comfort resonated deeply with our next story, where we're going to meet a minister who found her own unique path to comfort. Like Jessica, Tanisha discovered that transformation begins with changing how she thought about recovery. At age 48, this minister lives with phantom limb pain, a neurological condition where the brain continues to send pain signals from her absent right arm she lost in a car accident. Though the limb is physically gone, she experiences vivid sensations like burning, electrical shocks, and what feels like fingers clenching. As someone who counsels others through crisis, she reflected, I had learned to embrace my own vulnerability. The phantom sensations would often intensify during pastoral care sessions, creating a profound challenge to remain present for my congregation of 200 members. Her initial approach focused on meditation and prayer, but the real breakthrough came during a sermon preparation. I was writing about how caterpillars transform into butterflies, she shared, when I realized I was trying to return to my old self rather than embracing my own transformation. This insight led her to explore mirror therapy, where she uses a mirror to create the visual illusion of two intact limbs. By watching the reflection of my left arm move while imagining it's my right arm, I'm essentially helping my brain create new neural pathways, she explained. Like both Jessica and Tanisha, our next story reveals how shifting from fighting pain to building comfort can transform your experience. But this time, through the unique lens of a tech professional's analytical mind. John, 43, a web content manager living with diabetic neuropathy, knew intimately the tingling, burning sensations and gradual numbness that started in his fingers and toes, spreading like silent static through his extremities. Working at an ergonomic desk that could be raised for standing breaks throughout the day, he brought his programmer's precision to micro movements, treating them like small units of code that could be tested and refined. I created what I call comfort commits, tiny movement patterns I could execute without disrupting my coding flow, he explained. While debugging, I do small toe spreads inside my shoes. When compiling code, I practice gentle fingertip taps on my desk, one finger at a time. He integrated these movements into his standing desk routine also. Every time I save my code updates to our team shared database, what we programmers call pushing to the repository, I do what I call a system scan, starting with tiny movements in my toes, then ankles, knees, and hips. It became my physical version of a code review, he shared with a smile. During video calls, I'd practice subtle weight shifts from one leg to the other, or gentle calf raises while my camera was off. The impact surprised him. Like well-designed code, these small movements help my brain create reliable patterns of comfort, he noted. Recent neuroscience shows that what Jessica, Tanisha, and John discovered through experience, our nervous system creates new pathways for comfort, even in challenging conditions. This process, called neuroplasticity, means our brains can create new pathways for processing pain and comfort signals. Studies show focusing on comfort rather than pain levels actually changes how our brain processes these signals, opening new possibilities. For my regular viewers who are familiar with our discussions about neuroplasticity, you'll recognize how these personal strategies align with the brain's extraordinary ability to adapt and rewire itself. Drawing from our stories, here are key approaches that support creating more comfort in your daily life. One powerful way to begin is through what we call comfort mapping, a simple practice that helps you become aware of what brings ease to your day. Start each day identifying comfort zones in your body. Document activities and environments that enhance your comfort. Notice patterns of ease rather than tracking pain. Another essential approach involves gentle movement, which Jessica, Tanisha, and John each discovered in their own way. And that's really important. Everything I talk about has to be made your own. Okay? Begin with tiny, gentle movements that feel completely safe. Softly rolling shoulders one at a time. Making small circles with ankles while seated. Taking one deep breath while expanding your rib cage slightly. Practice these movements when comfort levels are high. Finally, let's look how you can set up your surroundings to support greater comfort throughout your day. It's important to create movement-friendly workspaces. Also establish comfort check-in points. Design your schedule around your body's natural rhythm. Remember, as John noted, progress isn't about pushing through, it's about building sustainable practices. Each strategy can be adapted to your unique situation. These stories remind us that building comfort is a personal journey. While each path is unique, the capacity for change remains constant. Your path may look different from Jessica's, Tanisha's, or John's, but their experiences highlight our shared ability to adapt and grow. Whether you're just beginning to explore comfort building or well along your path, remember that each small step towards comfort creates new possibilities. Thank you for showing up today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe to be notified of the next evidence-based video that will increase your well-being. So it's bye for now, and I'm wishing you a comfortable week.